Hi, habari, this is Teacher Raya. In this session, I'm going to show you how to find the transformation matrix, which you can use to reflect an object in the line y equals x. So just to remind you, if you haven't subscribed yet, please press the button which is on the bottom right hand corner of your screen. Thank you, and let's start the session. Right, so what we have here is a triangle ABC, and we're going to first find the transformation matrix, and then we're going to use the matrix to reflect this triangle in the line y equals x. So how do we go about finding the transformation matrix then? Well, this is the same just like my other videos. If you have seen, I use the unit vectors, I vectors and j unit vectors. So we start with the I vector, which is 1, 0, and then we reflect that in the line y equals x. So this is my I vector then. Let's say this is my unit vector, which is 1, 0. Now, if I reflect this vector in the line y equals x, it's just going to be going right here on this side. So my now transformed vector is going to be 0, 1, because at that point, x is 0, y is 1. Okay, so that is the image of 1, 0. Now, if I have my j vector, which is 0, 1, so that's going to be right here, and if I reflect that on this line y equals x, that vector, well, this vector we know is 0, 1, and now it's going to be reflected and it's going to be located at this point here, which is 1, 0. So now after this reflection, I can now write my transformation matrix as, so the point 1, 0 has moved to 0, 1, and the point 0, 1 has now moved to 1, 0. So this is now my transformation matrix, which I can use to reflect an object in the line y equals x. So let's see how we can reflect this triangle here, ABC. Okay, so to get the images of vertices A, B, C, then what we need to do, so A prime, B prime, and C prime, that's going to be equal to, we have to use our transformation matrix, which you now know how to find, which is 0, 1, and then 1, 0, and then we need to use our vertices. So vertex A is 1, 3. We need to write them as vectors, so 1, 3, and then point B is 4, 3, and then point C is 4, 1. So now we just carry out the multiplication of these two matrices. What do we end up with? Well, 0 times 1 is 0 plus 1 times 3, so that would just be 3, and then 1 times 1 is 1, and 0 times 3 is 0, so that would just end and become 1, and then 0 times 1, 4, so 0 times 4 is 0, and then plus 1 times 3, that's going to be 3 here, and then 1 times 4 is 1 plus 0 times 3, so that is just 4. The last one now, 0 times 4 is 0, 1 times 1 is 1, so I just have 1 there, and then 1 times 4 is 4, 0 times 1 is 0, so that is just 4. So now these are my A prime, B prime, and C prime. So now I can write down the new transformed vertex for A, so it's now going to be equal to 3, 1, and for B is going to be equal to 3, 4, and for C that's going to be equal to 1. Right, now let's use these new images and then see if this triangle has now reflected. Okay, so A prime is 3, 1. So 3, 1 is here. So let's just write that as A prime. And then a B prime is 3, 4. So that is right here. So that is B prime, and C prime is 1, 4, which is going to be right there. All we have to do now is join up these vertices and draw in our triangle and see if we have the line of symmetry. Right, so I've now connected all the images of A, B, and C, and I've got my new triangle A prime, B prime, and C prime. You can actually see triangle ABC has been reflected in the line y equals x, and we can see the mirror line here. You can see this object is exactly the same on that side of the line and this side of the line. So we do have the line of symmetry. We do have a mirror line. So this transformation matrix work. You can use this method to find other transformation matrices as just like I did. Thank you for visiting, and bye for now.